Welcome in, everybody. This is Northern Life. Happy to have you all here on this Thursday here with Briggs and Ryan, of course. I am Hunter, and thank you for joining us today here on this wonderful Thursday. For the past couple of days now, we have welcomed in our new weather intern, Nick. So he's been kind of hanging around with us. This is the second show that he has observed here for Northern Life, and he's given it rave reviews. I believe he said something that he normally wouldn't watch, but he would watch the show again. And here he is watching it again, so there we go.
We couldn't ask for higher praise.
True. All the way from St. Cloud State?
Yeah.
Correct? Okay.
My alma mater. We had Kevin last year, who was also from St. Cloud State. And now we have Nick. We're keeping on the tradition.
It's a pipeline at this point.
And so meteorologist Hunter McCullough here, or Hunter, I guess, on the show. You might know him. He posted about Nick on his Facebook the other day, and then Nick was talking about it too. Shout out to Jeanette, who said Nick is cute. I'm sure he'll enjoy himself. Hello, smirk.
You can't see him in the dark.
Thumbs up, Nick. Thumbs up.
Just enjoying his lunch.
Poor guy's just in the dark back there. We'll get you some lights for next time.
Well, thanks for watching, Jeanette.
Yeah, Nick's never going to watch the show again.
He may quit his internship.
He's absolutely changing the channel. Well, hey, coming up today, we're going to be talking about the final round of the Scripps National Spelling Bee that's happening tonight. We're also going to test our own spelling skills with a few tough words, and I'm sure that will be very interesting to watch.
Very interesting, probably very entertaining. And after that, we have a really cool chat with Essentia Health, hearing how you should prepare your body for the fast approaching Grandma's Marathon races coming up here in the month of June. And so back in the month of March, though, Quick Trip, gas station favorite, said they were going to discontinue their bagged milk product, guys. I know, devastating for some. I personally never had purchased bagged milk myself, but I'm sure a lot of you may have been missing out now. And my Aunt Nancy actually texted me and my mom the other day and said, no more bagged milk down in Rochester. It was big when I would go over for Thanksgiving and Christmas, so she was very sad at that. And my mom said, welcome to our world.
How big were these bags of milk that they were selling?
They were pretty darn, I mean, if this is the size of, it was probably like the size of this paper. And then maybe a little bigger.
Okay. Yeah. Back in my elementary school days, my school had like beanbag-sized bags of milk that everyone would get at lunch. What? And it was a bag, and you would poke a straw in the top, and it was horrible because the milk would just spill everywhere. Because kids would purposefully poke their straw all the way through.
Oh, yeah.
So they thought it was hilarious.
Like a Capri Sun?
It was just a literal plastic bag of milk. You could see right through it. It looked like it was not like, a Capri Sun with like the chrome outside. No, it was just a white, a clear bag, so you could see the milk right through it. But there was some days chocolate milk, and you could see right through the bag, so you knew when it was a chocolate milk day. That was exciting. But I think our lunchroom monitors were a little upset because it was just all over the table constantly, all over kids in their clothes.
It's it's one thing to give adults the bag milk, but the children, they're so immature, going right through it, and spilling over the place.
Even cartons sometimes. Those cartons were not necessarily always easy to open up, especially if you missed it on one side, you missed it on the other. It'd be a tough day.
It was
tough day at school.
It definitely was. Well, you tell your Aunt Nancy, welcome to the 21st century.
I'm sure she'll appreciate. Well, my mom said, welcome to our world, and Aunt Nancy did reply. She said, I don't want to be in your world. the milk world.
A little family divide there.
Yeah, a little divide.
New sales numbers show our Memorial Day weekend brought the worst U.S. box office returns in nearly 3 decades. According to ComScore, ticket sales for the weekend through Monday were estimated at $128 million. That's well below last year when sales tallied about $205 million. This holiday weekend still stands ahead of 1995, though, when Casper, well, that's a throwback, Casper the Friendly Ghost was #1 at the box office. I couldn't even name you a single movie that would have came out over the weekend. I haven't been to a theater in so long.
I feel like a lot, especially up here, the weather kind of played a part in that. It was so beautiful for the majority of the weekend. Who wants to go watch a movie in the middle of this beautiful sunshine?
Especially when you get home from work, too, and there's so many choices that are on your TV. They can pick so many different movies depending how you're feeling. When it comes to the movie theaters, you got to be in the mood for it, and you got to find one that really appeals to you.
And I heard too that I think Avengers, normally they try to aim for a Memorial Day weekend launch of a new movie, but this year with the writer's strike, I think they had to push it further into summer, so they were saying that might have played a little bit of a role.
I'm sure it did.
Yeah.
I'm sure it did.
Nowadays you have to take out a loan too for popcorn and candy, and it ends up being $50.
If you pick those Tuesdays, usually sometimes, I know at Marcus, the Tuesdays are like $5 or however.
True.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Pick the right day. Well, summer almost here. Here's how to stop mosquito bites from itching, according to the experts. You probably heard it before. don't itch it. So
It's a lead.
step one, don't itch it. Do apply something cold or like a topical cream or something. You can even take an antihistamine. And fun fact, only female mosquitoes bite humans because they require protein from our blood to develop their eggs.
Giving women a bad rap. Female mosquitoes, come on. They're just trying to feed their young, that's all.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
But I mean, so a couple weekends ago when I went to Giants Ridge in Biwabik to golf, it was so unbelievably beautiful. If you haven't gone to Giants Ridge or that area, definitely go. But me and my friend Mac, we were golfing and we're like, this is so beautiful. And we were attacked by all sorts of mosquitoes or bugs. It was a rough time.
All of a sudden you hear that buzz in your ear and it doesn't stop and you're swatting.
It reminded me of like the old baseball games we play as kids where you'd be sitting out in left field just waiting for a ball to come your way and you'd hold your hat up just to see how many bugs would start flying around your hat.
Jeez. The gnats too have been particularly bad this year in my opinion. Mowing the lawn with gnats just attacking me all over the place, getting in my mouth while I'm trying to breathe. I'm like, chill out.
At a concert at all?
No, well not yet at a concert.
Okay.
Mainly just like out doing work outdoors.
Yeah.
That's the worst too though. You got to spray up and usually concerts right around sunset when all the mosquitoes are outside.
Yeah.
So it gets pretty crazy. My parents do what's called the crisscross of love. And what they do...
Excuse me?
Does this have to do with mosquitoes?
Is this appropriate?
This is PG.
We'll be right back.
Have a good day, everybody. But it's where my mom has really long nails, and my dad, when he has a mosquito bite, she'll do a crisscross with her nails.
Yeah, I've done that before.
They call it the crisscross.
I've done that
of
before.
love.
And why does that help?
It helps with the itch without actually having to itch it. You know?
The itch.
In,
Okay.
in our mind, it's not as bad as itching till it bleeds. You know?
Oh, sure. I thought you meant it was preventing mosquitoes from biting.
No,
Because they see the X and they're like, don't bite here.
Don't bite it. Don't bite it.
A whole lot more coming up after the break.
Welcome back. Now that we got a definition on the crisscross of love.
I'm glad we did get that clarified. Yeah.
I'm glad that was cleared up.
Second there.
But also adding on to the whole mosquito stuff, the guy at the clubhouse at Giants Ridge said if you put a dryer sheet underneath your hat, apparently it wards off mosquitoes or bugs.
I'm just going to wrap myself in dryer seed.
Yeah.
Make a suit out of them. Yeah.
Give that a shot.
Interesting advice. We'll have to give it a try. Hey, coming up tonight, a winner is going to be crowned in the 96th Scripps National Spelling Bee Competition. This year, 245 spellers earned their spots by advancing through regional spelling bees. Spellers have been competing in 4 segments, including the preliminaries, the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and then, of course, the finals. You can watch those finals tonight on ION, that channel. That's going to be starting at 7 p.m. tonight. I just learned this today. A Duluth student was in the Scripps spelling bee.
Really?
Yes.
This year?
I think he may be already out. Yeah, this year.
Oh, wow.
This year.
Oh, congratulations.
He went to Ordine East. Yeah, huge congrats. That is a massive achievement and one I will never see in my lifetime.
Would love to know the training and the learning that goes into all of that. Because I know some of those folks, you know, they love the dictionary. Is it just like reading the dictionary, probably learning the origin of words and everything? Yeah.
I know our newsroom is hoping to get hold of him because we want to talk to him about his experience and learn a little bit about how he has trained for spelling bee. Do you just read the dictionary?
Seriously?
And maybe your parents have some flashcards or something? I'm not sure.
So
Very impressive.
if you know the young individual out there, give him a call.
Send us
Give him or her a call, a text.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And if you've ever watched this event, the Spelling Bee, maybe you've wondered, what does the B in Spelling Bee come from? I was wondering. So according to dictionary.com, by the late 18th century, bee had become commonly associated with the British dialect form of ben or bean, referring to the joining of neighbors to work on a single activity to help a neighbor in need. So like a sewing bee or a quilting bee. And so the earliest printed reference to a spelling bee dates all the way back to the year 1825.
It's not a literal bee.
It's not a literal. It's not a literal bee.
Takes the fun out of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
A sewing bee would be kind of fun.
Oh, that'd be a ton of fun.
I mean, how are you
you'd
doing?
love that.
Oh, a what? A sewing bee?
Well, on your
Oh,
what
a
is it?
knitting bee.
The knitting.
A knitting. Oh, I would love that.
Yeah.
I might host one.
Have you guys ever done a spelling bee yourselves?
Oh yeah, we should. Yeah, no, but I know you're talking about your spelling.
It's one of my most disappointing points in my life, as a matter of fact.
Let's talk about it.
Tell us.
Let's talk about the traumatic events.
It was in 5th grade. I was doing well in my school spelling bee in 2 Harbors, so I got to go to the regional. It was up in Silver Bay. My mom took the whole day off. She's excited. She's going up. We go up into Silver Bay. We do the spelling bee, and I was the first one up. and I was the first one down. And my word was cosmos, and I added an E to the end of cosmos. And my mom's like, why did I take today off?
Oh, no. It's still with you today. You remember every detail.
I will never, ever not know how to spell cosmos.
Could you ever step foot in Silver Bay again? I feel like I probably couldn't.
You have to look like around me and make sure there's nobody there.
You're the Cosmos kid.
You're the Cosmos kid. Yeah, it still hangs around me for some reason to this day.
Oh,
Your mom went back to work and begged for the day back.
Oh,
please.
My son's a disappointment.
I'm going to drop you off at home. That's too bad. Well, with these kids getting tested intellectually tonight, I thought it'd be fun to test these two with a few familiar but challenging words. And so, guys, I'm going to ask you some words. You're going to have to spell them out. Not against each other, but as a team. You're working together as a team.
Okay.
I can give you the definition. I believe I can give you the origin, and I can also use it in a sentence for you. So first word.
Okay.
We'll probably put it below here, too. Mayonnaise.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, do we each take a step? Like, should I go first, maybe?
If you'd like to.
Okay.
No rules.
I'll go first. I'll go, okay. M-A-Y-O-N-A-I-S-S-E. Mayonnaise.
I think that's
That
wrong.
is. Oh, Hunter, would you like to go?
Oh,
Can I go?
Yep.
Okay, I think it's M-A-Y-O-N-N-A-I-S-E.
Hunter is correct.
There we go.
So there
Not two S's, two
are
N's.
two N's in mayonnaise, which I did not know.
Good job.
Thank you very
I
much.
probably would have gone with a double S as
Right?
well.
Oh,
All right. How about this one? Let's go embarrassing.
Oh.
The word.
You have to start this time.
Okay.
Embarrassing.
Okay. This is gonna be embarrassing. I can't see it, but it
Would
is
you like
right there.
a definition?
Yeah, let's hear it, Ron.
The
Please.
definition: causing embarrassment, makes you feel shy or ashamed, leading to a feeling of uncomfortable self-consciousness.
When Hunter spelled Cosmos wrong in the first round.
There it is.
Embarrassing.
Dang it. I can channel my own intro. Okay, here we go. E-M-B-A-R-R-A-S-S-I-N-G.
I think that was right.
That is correct.
Let's go.
So embarrassing does have two R's and it has two S's.
Okay.
Adjective, also of French origin.
Ooh,
Yeah.
oui.
Same page.
How about this one? We got two more words. How
Oh,
about
boy.
finagle?
Try it
Oh
out,
my
Briggs.
God.
Good luck with that one.
Would you like a definition or a sentence?
Is it finagle?
Finagle.
Finagle. Oh, yeah, I want a definition.
Definition: to use craftiness, trickery. I can also say in the sentence, cats seem to possess an inborn ability to finagle their way out of harmful situations.
Finagle. I don't think this is going to be right, but F-I-N-A-G-L-E.
That is correct.
Good job, Briggs.
Also
Thank
tried to
you.
find the origin. It says Americanism. That could be incorrect.
Feels like it's wrong.
I don't know.
Interesting, okay.
All right, final word here on our Northern Life spelling bee: tourniquet.
Oh, that's
Tourniquet.
tough.
Tourniquet.
That is really tough. I am going to get this wrong.
20
I don't know about
seconds.
you, Briggs. Okay, T-U-R-N. Is that wrong already?
No,
I don't know.
You're right.
I don't know. A-K-I-T?
No.
No.
T-O-U-R-N-I-Q-U-E-T-T-E.
That is.
Oh,
Just one T. Just one T.
Good job.
Yeah,
Good job.
Still ahead. We're talking grandma's marathon and some athletic training. Hey, welcome back, everyone. We are just about 3 weeks away from Grandma's Marathon, crazy enough. And if you are running, hopefully you've been putting in some miles to prepare along the way.
Yeah, hopefully. Today we have Christina Nisler with Essentia Health here with us in studio. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to share some last-minute training tips. Very important advice as we come up on June 22nd very quickly. So with less than a month to go, what should runners be doing right now?
Yeah, so this is actually a pretty special time in the training cycle because we are getting so close, but for a lot of runners it still kind of feels far away. Approximately last weekend or this weekend, most of them will do their longest run of the training plan. For people who are doing the full marathon, that's typically 20 miles. Yeah.
That's a little bit. Yeah.
And then after that, they start the taper phase. During the taper phase, you know, I like to say the hay is in the barn. You've done the work. The hard part in the training is over. And in these next few weeks, you actually don't really make any more training adaptations to your body. So the key right now is to stay healthy. Don't do too much. Don't look at your training plan and think like, as you know, this isn't enough, I need to do more. Follow the plan. The taper happens for a reason so that you feel nice and fresh when you get to race day and so you're not doing too much and causing an injury.
I'm not much of a runner, Christina.
Yep.
I maybe run like 0.6 of a mile lately, trying to up that number.
20 sounds terrifying.
You know, 26 miles, 13 miles, or some people are doing the 5K. How do you know you've done enough training, I suppose, to be ready for an event like this?
So if you followed a training plan that was either created for you by a coach or came from a reputable website, if you followed that plan, you've done okay. If, let's say, you had to miss some of those days here and there, you've done enough. If, you know, the only thing I would say is if, like, for some reason you got horribly sick, let's say you had a really bad flu or you had COVID and you missed like 2 weeks, maybe you might want to reconsider what your goals are for that day. If you had to miss a long period of time, this race might not be your personal best, but you likely still did enough running to get by.
Sure. So how can you tell if you did do enough running, if you are prepared for this race as you maybe think and hope you are?
So this 20-mile run that happened either last weekend or this week, great indicator. Great indicator of whether you're ready. If that run feels achievable, you know, for somebody who's not but done all the training, that's going to sound terrifying. But if you've done all the miles and the 20 goes okay, you're ready.
What would you say for the folks that are, you know, they've been looking forward to doing this, maybe they're doing 13 miles, but maybe, you know, they've only ran about 6 miles. Do you think it'd be best to push themselves, or do you think it'd be best to say, hey, maybe I should cancel my plans of participating?
If you've only gone up to 6 miles, 13 is going to feel really difficult. Not saying it's impossible, but it's going to be hard. You know, something that they might want to do to adjust their expectations is to do a walk-run method.
Okay.
And I even suggest that for some people who did train, but it's their first half marathon or they're having some fears and doubts. A great way to go about it is to run a mile, then walk for 1 minute, or, you know, some smaller breakup of that, so that you're giving yourself little breaks.
I just like to do that no matter how prepared I am.
Right. Maybe don't be a hero, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah.
There you go.
Well, Christina Nisler with Essentia Health, talking about Grandma's Marathon. Thank you for being here. We're going to talk to you next week about some more topics as we get ready for the big races.
Absolutely. And we'll be right back after the break with a look at what's coming up on tomorrow's show. Stay with us.
Coming up tomorrow here on Northern Life, this very show that we're on right now, we'll be back with another awesome top 5 list. Plus, we'll hear from a professor of linguistics explaining why our Midwest accent may be changing, and it's being seen in the state of Michigan, right in our region here. That'll be interesting to hear about.
They're talking about the encroachment of the word soda as opposed to pop here in the Midwest.
No. It's pop. It's pop.
I've always said soda
Really?
because we're
No.
from Minnesota.
You stop that.
It's like a soda was
please?
invented here in Minnesota.
And I think in the South too, they say cola as opposed, and they have to say the specific type of cola.
Yeah, can I get a
kinda
Coke? or
wild.
whatever? Yeah.
Yeah, and then you're like, what kind of Coke? I don't know, a Coke.
Yeah, right?
Cool.
I don't like it.
Confusing.
Really confusing. Hey, coming up tonight, my Minnesota Timberwolves continue to fight off elimination in these Western Conference Finals. Hosted the Dallas Mavericks down at Target Center in downtown Minneapolis as they're still down in the series, but it's at 3-1. Game time starts at 7:30 p.m. on TNT. And guess what, guys? No team has ever come back from a 3-0 deficit to win 4-3. But you know, who knows?
There's a
could be
first
our
for
year.
everything.
This could be there could be a first for everything. The Wolves have gotten this far. Why not continue to win
Right.
3
They're
games?
already a history-making team, so why not make a little more history?
Make
Good
history
luck,
for
Wolves.
us here in Duluth, Minnesota.
Best of luck
Yeah.
to the Wolves. We'll be watching. Well, thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a great Thursday.
Find some time to throw a line, or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern